Today I decided to use a different backdrop. So this is Peniscola, like the overview of Peniscola, which is about an hour and a half away from Valencia. So it's still in the same province. It's some place that I really want to visit once the restrictions are lifted, because I am getting really eager to travel again. Hopefully, they say May 9th will be the end of it and we'll be able to move around again like we used to. So I hope that's true. But today I wanted to talk about, when you start thinking about what to bring with you when you want to start your expat life. And the first thing I can think of is like electronics. I know a lot of people write me and they ask if they can bring their TV and all this huge things. And, the general consensus is no. There are some things you should definitely think about bringing. I would bring my computer because the prices are cheaper in the US, for instance. And also because the computers tend to work on the voltage, the dual voltage, the 110 in the US and the 220 here. So you won't have a problem plugging them in and getting to work. And if it doesn't come with the correct wiring, you could get the adapter, not the adapter, but the plug to go into the wall here. I know my Mac came with both the 110 and the 220, so you could use it in either place without having to worry about it. Now, I would also bring a cell phone. And the one thing you want to make sure you do is to unlock your cell phone before you leave. A lot of people get here and then they're looking for somebody to unlock the cell phone, or they just assume that they can use that cell phone here as well. And it doesn't work that way. Unless it's unlocked, you will not be able to use a SIM card from a telephone company here. So before you leave, you want to call your carrier, whether it's AT&T or whatever, do whatever you need to do and have them unlock the phone. A lot of times, if you've had the service for a few months or a year or something, you can get them to unlock it at no cost. But you definitely want to get it unlocked. Otherwise, you might find it's useless here. Now, there are some places that promise to unlock the phone. I don't know how that works. I know that when we first got to Malta, I had a phone that was unlocked. I brought one. I brought one that was unlocked, but I had one that was also locked, and I couldn't find anybody to unlock it for me at a good price anyway. So I ended up having to call somebody back home who knew somebody who worked for some company, and they were able to add phone phone number to their nightly unlocks. So that was how I got that one unlocked. But you definitely want to get it unlocked before you do. Now, as far as televisions, very few televisions, at least that I know of, even then, came with the dual thing. So you would have to use an adapter when you get here. And that's really not advisable because, they burn out really easily. So there are stories of people with their hair dryers and all these things that were US based, and you use the transformer here. You can use it for a few days, but then one day you just hear pow and it blows out because the power can't handle it. And so I would recommend just getting rid of all your electronics there and repurchasing them here. The price difference is not that much, especially when you consider the fact that not only do you have to buy it there, but now you have to pay for the transportation costs. And that adds up to a lot. Plus, I don't know if every country does this. When we left the US, we had 11 suitcases. So we paid a lot in excess luggage, but we wanted to have everything with us. Not only do you not use half of the stuff that you bring, but like in Malta, for instance, if you have it shipped, you needed to pay a 2,000 euro deposit because they want to make sure that you're not bringing the stuff in to sell. So they charge you that deposit, and then at the end of I think it was a year, at the end of 2 years, you can get that deposit back if you prove that you have been using the stuff and it's your personal property. So I don't know anybody who ever gets the money back. So I don't know. You can take it any way you want to, but I would advise you to leave your television, your washing machine, and anything else that you think that you absolutely have to have, and just sell it and rebuy it here so you have the proper voltage. Because also a lot of rooms in Spain, like you'll have one outlet per room. So like I'm sitting in the den here and there is literally just one outlet. So you got to have one of the strips and plug everything in there. So you don't want to have the strips and the adapter, and it's just a recipe for disaster. So my advice to you once again is just don't bring them except for your computer and your phone, your unlocked phone. So this is one of the first things. And I also want to mention that this episode is brought to you by Jade Collins, the author. And if you have little toddlers that are just learning to count, please check out their book, check out her book. And I will leave the link down there. And thank you for watching this video. I hope to do a series of this, things that you need to consider when you're thinking about moving. These are some of the things that I talk about in my course also. So if you're interested in the course, make sure to get the link down below. I know there is a lot of free information online, but sometimes it's good to get it from the horse's mouth, especially one that has the expat experience. So once again, thank you, and we'll see you later.